Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this deck guide video, I'm going to take a look at Handbuff Paladin. Handbuff Paladin is one of the winners of the recent nerf patch. These mid-range decks are doing pretty well at the moment, and Handbuff Paladin, even though Libram Paladin looks to be the strongest Paladin deck right now, Handbuff Paladin is still one of the best decks in the game as well, with Alliance Bannerman, draw minion, give minions in your hand +1/+1, Prismatic Jewel Kit, the friendly minion loses Divine Shield, give minions in your hand +1/+1, and Overlord Run Tag. Rush, whenever this attacks, give +1/+1 to all minions in your hand. So you have the ability to make the minions in your hand pretty big. And with very little hard removal in the meta, if you can hit some of these hand buffs early in the game, get big minions on the board, they are very hard to defend against. Whenever I'm playing against this deck, I always find myself asking, please don't have Samuro, please don't have Samuro. And likewise, when I'm playing with this deck, I do like Samuro in many matchups. Rush, Frenzy, deal damage equal to this minion's attack to all enemy minions. If you get a couple of hand buffs on this one, it can just do some damage. Another minion that becomes a true monster with a couple of hand buffs is Carrier Roam, with that Rush and Divine Shield, and boom, just eliminating a big threat, putting a big threat of your own on the board. And if you can land a couple of big minions on the board, Battleground Battlemaster, adjacent minions have Wind Fury. There are not that many buff spells in the deck anymore, although this version does run Hand of Adal and a Blessing of Authority. But big minions, Wind Fury is still a lethal combination. As for the mulligans with this deck, there are two cards that you're always looking for. They're the Alliance Bannerman and the Prismatic Jewel Kit, because getting started with those hand buffs is really important. If you have the Jewel Kit, then you start to think about, okay, can I have some Divine Shield minions please, like Righteous Protector and Murgor. And if you're up against a deck that will want to flood the board, then Blademaster Samuro can be an excellent card to keep right from the start. And now, let's go take a look at Handbuff Paladin in action. Alright, Holy Fire, let's go. And there's the option to play Jewel Kit Coin Squire. There's a Garrote Rogue. They mulliganed everything, so the possibility that they have the Octobot is low, but it's not impossible. I think Jewel Kit Coin Squire is still probably the line, because that was the possibility to coin Overlord Run Tag on 4. That's why I was a little bit thinking about the options to either equip the Jewel Kit or just play the Knight. Let's see. That's one Garrote Rogue indeed. Bannerman, the Bannerman Suite.
Really? It's not too heavy.
I fight.
Let's see.
Efficient is sufficient.
Okay, this is a little sad, because that's the biggest high roll they can have.
Initiating overdrive.
Let's see how it works for them. 5 discounted cards at the moment. Didn't get the buff on that one, that's sad. But I have a couple of Anoiatrons here. We'll play those. Do I just go face? They have some discounts, they still have all the shadow steps and stuff left. But I believe I need to go face here. Get some pressure on this board. Giving up all of their discounted pieces. Okay. Now this 5/8 run attack, and if they destroy the Divine Shields here, this will become much bigger. Alright, let's see about their random generation. Do they get lucky? They do get reasonably lucky. So this is run attack, isn't it? 6/9 run attack, killing the Wand Thief, I suppose, so that we don't allow more random generation. Alternatives, hitting face, put them to 13. But the buff isn't big enough to ensure the win. A bunch of 5-6 pack mules and a 4-4 knight available. Go for a lot of tempo. Can they handle them all? I don't think they can handle all of these. And I'll just go with this line now. Put them down to 13. Have a lot of stuff on the board. So they will need some Shadow Steps and Price Plunderers. Alright, another random mage spell. Will it be a useful one? Are you telling me they got a Flame Strike out of that? Oh, they did get a Flame Strike. So apparently they were able to survive this. I'm a little bit sad about that. Obviously. Just a little bit sad about it. They have Brain Freezes remaining. So it appears that they might be able to pull this off after all. I think I want to kill that so I prevent further discounts at least. But Brain Freezes can stop the Runtak from doing anything while they recover. I mean, 2 random discoveries, Cone of Cold, Flame Strike. Now if they can get a Poisonous or... well, it has to be the Poisonous or Freeze. Now if they can pick up Poisonous or Freeze, they're picking up a 1-cost Golem, of course. And another Discover. How many times can they discover the out? We're about to find out here. This looks a little bit promising. Because if they have to leave Runtak up, if they can't freeze it now, then Hand of Adal obviously will provide lethal. Oof, a Mage Secret. Okay, so if the Mage Secret is a counter spell or... okay. Counter spell or Ice Barrier, and they survive. Can't do Blessing of Authority here, because then I can't go face. We'll have to risk it. Counter spell A. I still need to go face here. We'll see if they will be able to pick up another Shadow Step in the future. And kill one of those poisonous minions. Okay. Brain Freeze can save them now. They might also pick up yet another Shadow Step. Or yet another random discovery. Okay. Do they discover the thing they need to be saved? Oh, it was the second Flame Strike. But that is one off, unless they have... no, they have the Penflinger. Okay. Well, that happened. That was unfortunate, of course. What next? I've seen the Shadow Steps, I've seen the Golems. I think I need to play the High Lord 4 Dragon. I had the option to go in with Samuro. Kill these, prevent the Penflinger from going back to hand for some goodness with the field contact. But this means that if they get like a tempo turn where they fill the board, I will be able to use Samuro to kill all of them. Well, they weren't able to, and I finally won. I will need some hand buffs here. Murgle. I don't understand using an ignite here, because that really doesn't like do anything for you. Be that as it may. I haven't found the cards that I need. The Bannermen, the Jewel Kits. I mulliganed everything to get those, but I just didn't. Let's see if we can top deck. We can top deck Bannerman. That's a start.
Really? It's not too heavy.
It gets me Righteous Protector. Alright, that's a start. We got a little bit somewhere here. The minions are still not really big enough, but let's see, there's 2 cards that the mage kept. They're playing like they have like a fire sale there. So I'd like to play around fire sale if possible. But it's kind of tricky.
May the light grant you peace.
This one on that one. Then it's fire sale plus spell. I also get the Annoyo out there. And that's got to be the play. Jewel get though.
Repent.
No, I've got this.
Jewel get is intriguing because then there would be Annoyo, Cariel. They have that spell damage minion. I think I'm going with the Jewel Kit. Because I'm expecting like spell damage minion plus fire sale. Then I can get my these on the board. Or if it's not fire sale, if it's something else, then Cariel will be able to get rid of her divine shield by killing the spell damage minion that I expect to be played here. There was the fire sale. So exactly as I expected. And my response here is to play 2 minions with divine shields. They might have Flurry, of course. Flurry would be the ideal card here, keeping the divine shields on the board. Not letting them get rid of those. Do they have the Flurry? No Flurry, but there is an Ice Barrier. Well, we do a bit of Hand of a Darling here. Rantek is nice, but is it really going to hit anything?
I fight.
There's the Ice Barrier, of course. The option is a 1/1 Righteous Protector. Now I still want the Rantek out there. They didn't have a Flurry last turn. Or maybe they did, but they felt that it wasn't necessary to use it yet. That's also a plausible explanation. We'll see. If I draw Samuro, I will no longer have Rush with Varian. Bit of a bummer. Right, they were able to clear this, but they didn't use a lot of resources. Single 10-10. But they almost completed the quest. I need better stuff out there. I need pack mules, and more pack mules, and righteous protectors, and goody. This is what I need. One arcane spell and the quest is complete. Then they will be able to play Arcanist most likely. So we're right at the edge. But they still have 14 cards in the deck, so they can't just go to an Ignite spamming spree. Not very easily. They had one flow. I haven't seen any Refreshing Spring Waters yet. 2 cards that were kept from the mulligan. It's kind of curious. Okay, Arcanist is not coming this turn, but an Ice Barrier is. They did have a Flurry. I will need to be able to kill the... I will need to be able to kill the Arcanist when it arrives, right? If I play Varian and they get Arcanist, I can't kill it. If I don't play Varian, I've seen a brain... There's one random brain freeze. There's still a flurry left. I think I must play Varian. I think this is must. I don't have enough threats otherwise. If they don't find more freeze spells, then this is now the best chance for a lethal threat that I can put out there. Okay, random card. Is it a good one? I have 16 plus 3. I'm one off.
An incredible discovery.
I'm one off. That's tough. But I still have 14 cards in the deck. So it's not completely simple for them to do things.
We must defend Stormwind through unity.
As much stuff on the board as I can. Everything to the face. Put them down to 1. Let's see. They need Cram Session. Can they pick up a Cram Session here? Refreshing Spring Water could also help. Something like that. There's too many minions to freeze them all.
I have proven myself. I demand answers.
Okay, 2 cards. 2 cards. And they were not enough. This worked as supposed to.
My blade burns with holy fire.
I need some hand buffs, obviously. Hand buffs would be good. That's a start. Then I need a Divine Shield minion. Lo and behold, that's a Divine Shield minion. Demon Hunter did keep 3 cards, so they have quite a lot of tools there. Pointing out a Razor Boar, I suppose. Farwatch Post. That can be annoying. Have to Gurgle here. They shouldn't be able to kill this now. They also shouldn't be able to get a Taunt minion out there. But should be able to kill the Farwatch Post. Even though it will cost me a little. Not too happy about the cost, but I need to get rid of that Farwatch Post there. And I have the first Blade of Rin with Rush. There are some tools here. It's going to pull something, but well, that's just how it goes. We go ahead and kill it and see what it pulls. Okay. Totally fine. Talon now tutors for Murgurgle, by the way. Fun, that's the fun part. An Alliance Bannerman. Mind if I do, mind if I do.
Really, it's not too heavy.
It's a Knight and a Squire. Yeah, we can do all of that stuff. Do I want to pull the Persistent Peddler from the deck? There is a small chance that they drew the second Persistent Peddler right here.
May the light grant you peace.
The light protects me.
I believe we are fighting for this board. I don't want to proc that because it could be poisonous or something. I think we will simply kill the Peddler. See whether another one comes from the deck or not. Another one did come from the deck, but that's fine. They can obviously value trade with this, but we'll see. They might have some rush minions too. Cannon Rattler is a good one. Not really good enough though, it's only 1 damage. Nothing here with 1 health. They will value trade with that one, of course. So I could do Hand of Adal and Goody. Or I could do 6/6 Talon. Hand of Adal would keep this one alive if it hits there. But is Talon any good next turn? Talon is probably at its best right now. Pulling that Murgle will prime for me. So I will trade these and play Talon. Getting ready for a Murgle will prime on 8 potentially. But they're ready for a Skull of Gul'dan, so anything can happen now. If they could kill Talon before I kill the Farwatch post, they would actually be able to get... They would actually be able to make the Murgle prime cost more. But just make Talon really, really big. I mean, that's possible. Would I hit face? No, they still have taunt minions.
Rotten to the core.
I just want to remove that one now. Make Talon a little bigger. Let's say a 14-12. Because they have a discounted card from the Skull of Gul'dan, so I have to be wary of Illithid Inquisitors. I have to be wary of various other things. The Death Speaker, of course. This is perfectly fine. Can they pull a taunt minion with that? Oh, they could. That was sweet for them. I have to admit that was sweet for them. Then I can't push through. But Varian does put another big minion on this board. So that's pretty sweet.
Woe betide those who set themselves against me.
This gets me the Samuro, but I would still need a way to hand buff it. So Varian kills that taunt, Talon kills that taunt, and this one kills that taunt. Now they will be able to kill Talon, finally. Talon will pull the Murgle. Isn't that still a problem for them? Even with a Death Speaker. Even with the Death Speaker, that should still be a problem for them. Only I could find a hand buff. There's a Jewel Kit left. There's a Bannerman left. There's a Runtack left. What is better to craft, Murgle or Cariel? I don't know, I haven't checked the statistics on those. The 2 cards are used quite a lot in most... What? Really? Really taking the 14? Holy cow. That was some crazy stuff. It actually took the 14. Now it's lethal. This is a pretty sweet lethal, isn't it? I'm not killing their minions, so I can hand off Adal the Rin and push face for lethal. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.